كان يرزقه شفته يوم القيامة إنك في الأربع إن وثلاثة عليه الصلاة والسلام هذا المجلس رب العالمين سنة
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أستغفر الله العظيم وأتوب إليه وأحيي الحياة. الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. ونشهد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه الكرام ونشهد في طريقة النقشبندية العليا وسائر سلاتنا وسلمين.
الفاتحة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله الذي سخر لكم البحر لتجري الفلك فيه بأمره ولتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون وسخر لكم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض جميعا منه إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الله
أكبر.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وخلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجواب ربكما تكذبان الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
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 سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
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 سمع الله لمن حمده
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله. استغفر اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد شيء قدير. سمين ما دام غفرنا عليكم الصلوات. استغفر الله سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولكم له العين لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. عليك يا عزيز يا الله. عليك الإسلام شاكر لما دائما الحمد لله. على شأنه وقدره الله أكبر. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحانه بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على شيء قدير. سبحان العلي الوهاب.
آمين يا وهاب يا وهاب يا وهاب يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح أبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحدين يا غياث المتحدين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذو الجلال والإكرام. قول أمر إلى الله الله كثير بنا إلى الشيخ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام ولمشايخنا في درجة نقشبندية العليا وسائر ساداتنا وسبقنا الفاتحة.
Conflict, confusion, stress, anxiety. Life doesn't have to be this way. Sages and wise people throughout time have sought to understand the mysteries of our universe. From the infinite oceans that glitter in the sky, to the smallest of atoms from which all life appears. Beyond the chaos and suffering of our world is an underlying oneness and harmony. From numbers and geometric patterns that repeat throughout nature, to the waves of sound and light that flow through all things. At our core, we're deeply connected to everything. Our innermost thoughts, emotions, and intentions shape the reality of the world around us. Life is not merely a material experience. In reality, it's much, much more. Are you ever searching for what zikr to recite for a particular situation, or which prayer to make for an event or need? The search is over. We bring to you through the Muhammadan Way app an all-encompassing Islamic guide. A platform where you can find all the surahs from Holy Quran, special du'as and prayers, as well as live zikrs and comprehensive Islamic teachings from world-renowned scholars. Download this powerful app now and keep up to date with in-app notifications. Available for download on iOS and Android.
من نزلكم سيدي يا رسول الكريم يا حبيب العظيم مدد يا سيدي يا سلطان الأولياء مشيخ عبد الفايز الداغستاني سلطان الأولياء شيخ محمد ناظم حقاني مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني شيخ عدنان كباني شيخ محمد عادل بمددكم من نزلكم هذا المجلس يا رب العرش العظيم. Inshallah, let's start with our salawat book, inshallah. Page 5. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tubda ilayhi mamala layali wa tula dawam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفرك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم وإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الفاتحة لنا ولكم يا حاضرون ووالدنا ووالدكم وأهلنا وأولادنا ولمشايخنا ولمن حضرنا ولمن غاب عنا ولأهلنا ولإخواتنا وللمواظبين على هذا المجلس ولمن كان سببا في جميعنا لأن الله الكريم ينور القلوب ويغفر الذنوب ويستر العيوب ويحفظنا بما حفظ به ذكر وينصرنا بما نصر به الرسول وأن الله الكريم يجعل مجلسنا هذا محاطنا بالخيرات والمسرات والأنوار والبركات ويقضي لنا جميع الحاجات بجاه خير البريات وأن الله ينصر المسلمين ولنية الله الكريم ينصر سلطان الأولياء مولانا الشيخ محمد ناصر عادل الأحوالي قدس الله سره بجاه خير لنا وعلى كل نية صالحة مع حسن الخاتمة عند الموت بعد عمر المنيت في طاعة الله وإلى حضرة النبي.
سورة الفاتحة. الشفاعة يا رسول الكريم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أنت سلطاننا يا ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وتب علينا وزد حبيبك سيد الأولين والآخرين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم زده يا ربي عزا والشرافا ونورا وسرورا وسلطانا ورضوانا ومالا في الشيطان ومن تبعه. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا بأهل الله وكونوا عوننا في الله أصانا هذا بفضل الله. ويا أقطاب ويا أنجاب ويا سادات ويا أحباب وأنتم يا أولي الألباب تعالوا وانظروا لله. عباد الله رجال الله أغيثونا يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله مدد يا أبو بكر الصديق مدد يا عمر فاروق مدد عثمان غني مدد يا إمام علي مدد 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 يا سيدي مدد 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 يا رسول الله
وبارك عليه وعلى آله. So we have for Imam Ali.
سر کوی بلند فریاد کردم، علی شیر خدا را یاد کردم، علی شیر خدا دردم دوا کن، مناجات مرا پیش خدا کن، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، مولا علی جانم، مولا علی جان، امیر المؤمنین یا شاه مردان، یا شاه مردان، یا شاه مردان.
From our Salawat book, page 22.
سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونب راسي حبك بقلبي راسي شرفي وعزي ونب راسي رافعنا لك على راسي رافعنا لك على راسي والله فيك تبارينا سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي خالق بركة جنابا من آثار أحبابا خالق بركة جنابا من آثار أحبابا يشهد لي في الأصحاب يشهد لي في الأصحاب خلصوا بركة جميلة سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي وبهدرك يا أبا الزهراء وأوساد بارا وبهدرك يا أبا الزهراء وأوساد بارا حنكهم طاهر كمرا حنكهم طاهر كمرا هم خير العارفين سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي يشرب طه بالقربة وصحابي يا من حبة يشرب طه بالقربة وصحابي يا من حبة ركض من موضع شربة ركض من موضع شربة اجعلها بركة فينا سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي ما يطفئ قلب الشباب لا قابل خدم الصبا لا يطفئ قلب الشباب لا قابل خدم الصبا مثل أصحاب الشابة مثل أصحاب الشابة بالمحشر يشفع لي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي سيدي يا سيدي محمد يا حبيبي
اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله. جنة. Page 24.
يا حنان يا منان يا قديم الإحسان بحر جودك مليان جدنا بالغفران جدنا بالغفران يا حنان يا منان يا قديم الإحسان بحر جودك مليان جدنا بالغفران جدنا بالغفران جد هذا الإنسان قد سوء قصد
inshaAllah, page 49. And again, the words are very important so that when we look at the words we understand what type of love these arifin and the lovers of the Divine, what type of love they had and what type of inspirations came to their heart to express that love for the Divinely Presence. For any other love it will leave us to be empty. That shaitan comes and fools us to love the things of the material world and everything that's in this material world, and awliyaullah come and remind us, no, love that which is from the heavens. To love Allah most, and right under the shadow of that reality is the love of Sayyidina Muhammad and all the Prophets of God. They represent that purity, that beauty and the best of character. When we love that, then the heart is correctly guided, right direction. Don't give your heart to anything else. That no shaykh, no person, no personality is a placeholder for the love of Allah and His Rasul. They are merely just pointing the direction. The shaykh doesn't come to take your path but to accompany you, give us the tools of the path so that to guide us. So real guidance is that you do the work, the shaykh accompanies you. That direct your heart back, you're going back now towards dunya, direct your heart back towards Allah. And when you want to love the Divinely Presence, then you have to love the exemplar of that faith, the example of that reality which is known to us as Muhammadun Rasulullah, the perfection of character, the perfection of beauty, the perfection of the lawgiver, the laws and the justice of Allah. That becomes the concept of that reality. So it means our love and this heart is only to be directed towards Allah and His Rasul. If that heart makes that connection, you have reached the greatest gift that Allah can give to creation. Means there is no guidance except for guidance from Allah. There's no way to guide yourself, there's no way to do anything that would make Allah to be forced into guiding you. That our belief is, if you are listening to this signal and you're listening to these words and you're sitting upon these carpets or sitting at home, if you're under the nazar of these awliyaullah who are broadcasting all over the world and associations and majlis all over the world, you have been granted the greatest love that Allah can give. It's the love of guidance. Now what you're going to do with it is up to you. Doesn't matter what your sins, don't matter what your background, doesn't matter what your character. If Allah has you listening to our voices, and I'm nobody but these shaykhs are very powerful that are behind us, that's supporting and prompting, and 124,000 awliyaullah upon this earth. If you're sitting and hearing and listening to them, Allah has a love for you and guiding you. No matter your sins like a mountain, your mind empty like a bird, no matter what your character Allah has a love for you and He's sending you guidance. Now what you going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? Do we nourish that love and develop it? Because no more the word is that, oh I don't know how I'm going to find guidance, shaykh. I mean this got to be the most ridiculous question that you could text me. You're talking to guides and asking, how am I going to find guidance? What are you talking about? Allah guided you. What are you going to do with it now? You're going to nourish it, develop it. It's like Allah give you a seed in the soil and it's just now sprouting. It's very delicate, this relationship. You're going to water it, you're going to nourish it with love and muhabbat, then they become and teach you, yeah. Build this love of Sayyidina Muhammad, praise, make durood al-sharif, attend the majlis and the associations of love, whether you can sit on their carpet or listen through the internet or rebroadcast. if it's a different time, develop and nourish that love like a water that begins to dress upon that fragile little sprout. Because as you water it with your faith and with your love and with your good character and good actions, you say, even my actions and my amal are weak, don't have the strength to pray, don't have the strength to pay, don't have the strength to do all of these things that you have as rules. What was the hadith of Prophet? You be with whom you love. InshaAllah will give you more strength. He loved you enough to guide you to even look, to find them. Means then He knows best His creation and He knows best what they're capable of producing. That love is there, it's our responsibility now to nourish it, to do good with it, to develop it and make it to be blossom. Like these awliyaullah, their little sprout became like a tree, an evergreen tree that their roots go very deep into their soul and into their reality. As a result they're always green, they're always blossoming, they're always giving out what Allah has to offer. Their cup is never empty, their tables are never empty, their pockets are never empty. Everything from them is always alive. The colour of green is the symbol of resurrection, that they're at every moment resurrecting with a new tajalli from Allah. And as a result they spread that light and that love and that reality to all of humanity, for at every moment humanity is in a state of death and perishing. Suratul Asr, that you are by your nature at a loss, that from the time Allah sent us we are in a descent, falling to all our desires and to all our bad characteristic. And Allah sends this najat and this light for us that to be revitalized, renourished, recharged. We pray that Allah open more and more understanding, and that love and that bond to that reality becomes stronger and stronger with the mahfiz, with the zikr, with the durood al-sharif. Before you want anything, praise and make salawats, sit into the majlises of mahfil so that they wash you, cleanse you, perfect you, so that when you make your request you are clean at that time requesting something from Allah. The zikr of Allah, just we said many times, a reminder for myself, just sitting and saying Allah and then multiply by 100, multiply by 10,000 who are watching. What's the weight of that Allah on the scale compared to all the sins of insan? It's nothing in comparison. Because if you look at insan and go outside of our galaxy, this entire planet is not even visible. This earth in the Milky Way is not even visible. You think your sin is even visible? In the majesty of Allah, just one name Allah and what it wipes out of every type of difficulty. But they don't have ears to hear and eyes to see, and they don't understand except the people of tafakkur. Because when the people of tafakkur, Allah open their ears, they hear what people don't hear, open their eyes and they see what people don't see, open their breath and they breathe what people don't understand, speak what others don't understand and can't even speak. Means all of these realities and senses upon them so that they come to show us that way, that Allah is great and what Allah can open is something unimaginable. InshaAllah we pray that Allah open more and more understanding.
Ameen.
And these holy months that are opening now inshaAllah, and as difficulty is entering always upon the earth and more and more and more, there will be few that carry a tremendous light. There are few that represent the many, and that is the barakah of the last days. When Prophet was describing to his companions, there are people whom would give anything to have one glimpse of me. They show immense amount of love just to draw close to the prophetic reality. And he was telling his companions, and these are my ahbab, they actually have a title from Sayyidina Muhammad, They are the ahbab, they are my lovers, they love me and I love them. And the companions were a bit jealous, they said, I thought we're the lovers. He said, no, you're the companions because you're accompanying me. But this love that they have not even seen me and they have that love, and I love them because of that love. I know the difficulty that they go through for that love, I know what they endure for that love, and I love them. That's it, that's the best, that's your ticket to beyond paradise, that's the ticket to sit in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. So this is all a development course in being a lover of the Divine and to reach the way of Ahbab al-Nabi inshaAllah. Page 49.
Allah, 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 ma lana mawlan siwa Allah, kullama nalayta yahu qala ya abdi ya Allah, 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 ma lana mawlan siwa Allah, kullama
Let's do some of the Urdu, the new, not the new ones from the Mawlid, but the ones we were doing in the office, the ones we don't do that often, inshaAllah. He has to sit on his dumbak. Yeah, the Indian drum. It's the Naveed version of the Indian drum.
वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। बखुदा खुदा का यही है दर, नहीं इसमें कोई मुकर। बखुदा खुदा का यही है दर, नहीं इसमें कोई मुकर। जो वहाँ पे हो यही आके हो, जो यहाँ नहीं वो वहाँ नहीं। जो वहाँ पे हो यही आके हो, जो यहाँ नहीं वो वहाँ नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। मैं नितार उनके कलाम पर मिलियूं तो किसको जुबान नहीं। मैं नितार उनके कलाम पर मिलियूं तो किसको जुबान नहीं। वो सुखन है जिसमें सुखन ना हो, वो बयां है जिसका बयां नहीं। वो सुखन है जिसमें सुखन ना हो, वो बयां है जिसका बयां नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। तेरे आगे यूं है दबे लचे फुसहा अरब के बड़े बड़े। तेरे आगे यूं है दबे लचे फुसहा अरब के बड़े बड़े। कोई जाने मुँह में दुबा नहीं, नहीं बल्कि जिस्म में जान नहीं। कोई जाने मुँह में जुबान नहीं, नहीं बल्कि जिस्म में जान नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। वकीला मक्का के मकी हुए, सरे अर्श तख्त नशी हुए। वकीला मक्का के मकी हुए, सरे अर्श तख्त नशी हुए। मलकूत मुल्क में कोई शय नहीं, वो जो उन पे आया नहीं। मलकूत मुल्क में कोई शय नहीं, वो जो उन पे आया नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। करो तेरे नाम पे जान फिदा, न बस एक जान दो जहाँ फिदा। करो तेरे नाम पे जान फिदा, न बस एक जान दो जहाँ फिदा। दो जहाँ से भी नहीं जी भरा, करूँ क्या करोड़ों जहाँ नहीं। दो जहाँ से भी नहीं जी भरा, करूँ क्या करोड़ों जहाँ नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। करो मदह अहले दुवल रज़ा पढ़ इस बला में मेरी बला। करो मदह अहले दुवल रज़ा पढ़ इस बला में मेरी बला। मैं गदा हूँ अपने करीम का, मेरा दीन पाराए ना नहीं। मैं गदा हूँ अपने करीम का, मेरा दीन पाराए ना नहीं। वो कमाल हुस्न हुजूर है कि गुमान नक्स जहाँ नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है कि धुआं नहीं। यही फूल खार से दूर है, यही शम्मा है
someone say subhanallah, mashallah.
खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, दरे रसूल पे ऐसा कभी नहीं देखा, दरे रसूल पे ऐसा कभी नहीं देखा, दरे रसूल पे ऐसा कोई नहीं देखा, कोई सवाल करे कोई सवाल करे और वो अता न करे, कोई सवाल करे और वो अता न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, मदीने जाके निकलना न शहर से बाहर, मदीने जाके निकलना न शहर से बाहर, मदीने जाके निकलना न शहर से बाहर, खुदा न खास्ता खुदा न खास्ता ये जिंदगी वफा न करे, खुदा न खास्ता ये जिंदगी वफा न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, नबी के कदम पे जिस दम गुलाम का सर हो, नबी के कदम पे जिस दम गुलाम का सर हो, नबी के कदम पे जिस दम गुलाम का सर हो, कज़ा से कह दो कज़ा से कह दो कि एक लम्हा भी कज़ा न करे, कज़ा से कह दो कि एक लम्हा भी कज़ा न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, असीर जिसको बना कर रखे मदीने में, असीर जिसको बना कर रखे मदीने में, असीर जिसको बना कर रखे मदीने में, तमाम उम्र रहा ही की वो दुआ न करे, तमाम उम्र रहा ही की वो दुआ न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, वहाँ खुदा ने शफाअत की बात महशर में कहा, खुदा ने शफाअत की बात महशर में कहा, खुदा ने शफाअत की बात महशर में, मेरा हबीब करे मेरा हबीब करे कोई दूसरा न करे, मेरा हबीब करे कोई दूसरा न करे, हमारे मुंह में हो ऐसी जुबान खुदा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, खुदा का जिक्र करे जिक्र मुस्तफा न करे, शऊर नात भी हो और जुबान भी हो अदीब, शऊर नात भी हो और जुबान भी हो अदीब, शऊर नात भी हो और जुबान भी हो अदीब, वो आदमी नहीं जो
always asking to see ourselves at Roza Sharif, that for those who are just learning meditation and the way of Sufism is to see yourself in an ocean of light. In 6 directions there's light in front of you, to the right of you, to the left of you, behind you, above you and below you. And that the way of meditation through their training is that you're going to be meditating from the reality of your light. So ask to be in that ocean of light, and that, my Lord, let me enter into that ocean of light from all these 6 directions and take away every darkness and every difficulty. And asking to see ourselves in that light and breathe within that light, and that everything we exhale of difficulties and darkness and everything that we inhale of His Divinely grace and Divinely lights, that that breath in tafakkur and in meditation is a rahmah and a mercy of Allah's immense rahmah and grace, that as soon as you breathe it in with that consciousness, and every spiritual path and every spiritual master of the Naqshbandi order says, our way is based on the breath. Hush dardam, that if you don't understand the breath and you don't understand the principles of tariqah, it's a great loss of that power and that reality. So then you don't do things to contaminate the breath. Stay away from things that would damage the breath, because the breath is God's grace, Allah's immense rahmah and mercy, that I blew into you of my spirit. So it means the nafas ar-rahmah is a secret that Allah gave to us, that is our means of sustaining ourselves in this life. As we breathe, that is a gift of life. Every breath is a gift of life, 24,000 some awliya say in every day. So that breath should be in a consciousness, that breath should be awakened and understood, that I'm breathing from your divine mercy Ya Rabbi, I'm breathing from your immense rahmah, and that to see the immense blessings of that breath. If we see ourselves in that ocean of light in front of us, then to be washed and cleansed. Those that have a higher understanding of the tafakkur, they're asking to breathe that same breath but in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, that see ourselves at Roza Sharif, and online you can see Masjid al-Nabawi, the holy, the gate in which is blocking from the presence and the grave of Sayyidina Muhammad, the Roza Sharif, that asking to see ourselves there. And that, Ya Rabbi, I'm asking to breathe in this presence and to connect my heart with Sayyidina Muhammad, say, Ya Rasul Kareem, Ya Habib al-Azim, unzur halana wa ishfalana wa abiduna bimadadakum wa nazarakum, that I am completely nothing, I'm nothing, I'm not asking and thinking that I'm anything. I'm not coming with my amal, my salah, my zakah, my sawm, and nothing. I'm coming as if just a faqir. I'm absolutely effaced in my nothingness. I'm coming just to your Roza Mubarak, your immense blessings that Allah has dressed upon you, and I'm asking just to be here under your nazar, that by your rahmah, your prayers upon me to take away difficulties, take away obstacles in my life. Those that can go higher in their understanding, they ask to be at the qadam and the foot, the holy foot of Sayyidina Muhammad. Our way is not based on the ego and thinking that it's something great, but asking that I'm coming through the door, my Lord, of your lowest servant. I'm asking to come through the door of disbelief, and I have negated all my amal. If you find anything good in it, that's by your immense rahmah. Me, I found nothing good in it, and I'm coming with absolutely nothing. Ya Rabbi, let me just to keep my face and my forehead on the holy feet of Sayyidina Muhammad. This is a sujood al-ihtiram. This is a respect that the angels were told to bow down to Sayyidina Adam and they bowed down to the Nur Muhammadi within Sayyidina Adam. That Nur that they knew from Divinely Presence it entered into this creature known as Adam. As a result of that light entering into that creation, their astonishment that that light is not a light that they saw in their realm, and that was Allah's rahmah, that I'm creating my Khalifa and I'm setting this special light within it, and the angels were told to bow down. That in tafakkur is that, Ya Rabbi, I'm asking just to keep my head on His holy qadam. Say, Ya Rasul Kareem, Ya Habibul Azim, don't let me to lift my head from your holy feet. Means in my life don't let me to go left and right in different directions. Keep your holy qadam, qadam al-haq, the path of truth, qadam as-siddiq, and make me to be a muqaddam for these awliyaullah, that I keep my way and keep their way, keep the way of the siddiqs and sahabi, Ahlul Bayt, all the way to the way of Sayyidina Muhammad. That's why on their turban they have nalain al-pak, the blessed sandal of Prophet is all over their turban, all over their body, because they want to be like a carpet. Just let Prophet walk on me, I'm in good shape. His feet, they are blessed feet. Allah says, you don't even have to take your shoes off in my presence. So what can be more blessed than that? And what can be a great gift for us to see is to see the feet of Sayyidina Muhammad. I'm sitting and just looking for your blessed feet, keep me at your blessed feet, let my head always be at your blessed feet. Ya Sayyidi Ya Rasul Kareem, have your mercy upon me and forgive me, forgive me. If you make the dua, Allah inshaAllah will forgive. InshaAllah we ask to keep ourselves in that understanding and in that reality of tafakkur and contemplation, and that by learning that reality amongst these shaykhs, that they can bring their fayaz and make like an internet connection. That when you're with them, meditating with them or via internet, the fayaz of their shaykh is flowing through, become like a Wi-Fi in which you learn how to connect, ask for madad and support, and their energy begin to hit you and grant you a connection in which you can begin to hear through their hearing and you begin to see with their seeing. The whole concept of the madad is that to take myself out of the equation. I'm nothing, I'm nothing. If I really believe I'm nothing, then their light will begin to shine through. This is from Atiyullah, Atiya Rasul, ulul amri minkum. That Allah asked us to be obedient to Allah, to follow the way of Sayyidina Muhammad and follow the way of the ulul amr. The real ulul amr that are inheriting that fayaz from Sayyidina Muhammad, and they begin to broadcast that energy out. And we are all like mobile phones. If we can connect with that energy, and that's why they teach that the connection, if you want it stronger, have good character, have good manners. The good character and the good manners brings God's grace, Allah to be happy with us. We're talking to audiences of thousands of people, most of which are not Muslim and coming towards the reality of Islam. So it means that we're not here to make people to be Arabs, we're here to teach people from our religion in words and in understandings that they understand. Means Allah's rahmah and grace is divine grace. This divine grace doesn't dress us with bad character. You can say you love Jesus, but if you're rotten in your heart, that love is wasted for you. You can say you love Sayyidina Muhammad but your heart is rotten, it's wasted for you, because then you truly don't love. If you really love, you would have good character. Anyone with good character has a soft tongue. If that character is good, Allah's grace is dressing, rahmah dressing, Allah's happy and satisfied with them. When Allah loves you and satisfied with you, He gives you actions that He will be pleased with. That's His mercy. When He says, I'm really happy with you, I really like your character, I'm happy with your character, I'm going to give you actions that match, so that my creation won't be judging you because I love you. Salaamun qawlan min Rabbir Rahim. salams from me is coming upon you. I'm happy with your khuluq, I'm happy with your characteristics and your muhabbat. And you may be weak on your actions but I'll make your actions to be strong so that my creation will be astonished at who you are. This is Allah Almighty versus the reverse way. Think I'm going to do like amazing actions that God would be happy with? No. They taught us, no, come with this muhabbat and love and Allah will make everything to be beautiful. Even awliyaullah Shaykh Daghestani said that Allah will make an angel and put that angel just to do amal on your behalf, and the angel will pray prayers that nobody could imagine, make du'as that nobody could imagine, and all the amal of the angel will be written upon the servant. Allah's great, you can't say, no, Allah can't do that. Allah can do whatever Allah wants to do. Means don't limit Allah's majesty and grace. But all it took was good character. So with good character he came to the door and said, I'm nothing, I'm truly sick of myself. I'm truly sick of my bad characteristic, my bad mouth, I agitate and aggravate. When you truly identify, La ilaha anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimeen, that glory be to God and I'm an oppressor to myself. If every day I say Ayatul Kareem and keep saying to myself, at some point you begin to believe, I'm nothing, this world has fooled me and everybody has used me as a tool and I'm nothing my Lord. If you reach that state of nothingness, Allah's rahmah and mercy begin to dress upon the heart. If I'm nothing, and then they taught me how to make my madad, how to make my connection, that I don't want to go, for verily I walk through the valley of death and I know that I'm not alone. Every book says, for I know my Lord is with me, and Allah says, of course you're with me. You're with me and I have many of the saliheen following you. I have nabiyeen watching you, siddiqeen watching you, saliheen watching you, shuhada watching you, because I love you. So they're watching. So as soon as we make our tafakkur, I'm nothing, then Allah ittaqullah wa kunu ma sadiqeen. Have a consciousness and accompany my truthful servants, truthful in their deeds and in their character. As soon as you accompany them, not physically, spiritually. You don't have to always be around the shaykh, it's impossible. How can one personality be everywhere physically? But he can multiply himself through his students and his light can be everywhere. It's not something difficult. Allah's might and majesty, the reality of the soul. Everybody believes shaitan is everywhere, Rahman is more powerful. Sayyidina Muhammad is everywhere, awliyaullah are everywhere. Salaamu alayka ayyuhan nabi wa ibadullahi saliheen. We say it in every prayer. We give the salams to Sayyidina Muhammad in present tense, wa ibadullahi saliheen. These saliheen whom are all and always with Sayyidina Muhammad. So as soon as I'm nothing, I'm making my tafakkur, I'm asking, Ya Rabbi, let me to be with Nabiyeen. Let me say, Salaamu alayka Sayyidi ya Rasul Kareem Habibul Azim. I don't need to see, I'm nothing, I'm no one. Ya ibadallah saliheen, please keep your nazar upon me, I'm a weak servant. As Allah gave you gifts and blessings, look upon me with your pity. If you are sincerely asking and sincerely asking, Allah begin to open a khashf in your heart, that your heart will begin to see that they're right there in front of you. And you see with the eye of your iman, not the eye of your physical eyes, but with your faith you see that they're there and present with you. And say, Ya ibadallah saliheen, I'm nothing, make a madad, read the madad of the shaykhs that I'm nothing and that they are watching me, that dress me and bless me with your fayaz. Worshipness is only for Allah, but Allah's order was what? وَكُنُوا مَا صَادِقِينَ, keep the company of the sadiq. Itasimu bihablillah, don't break away, hold tight to the rope of Allah. So as soon as they're holding, spiritual is more important than physical. So they see themselves in that presence, they're asking to be nothing, they dress your fires and your light upon me, and they begin to feel the light and the energy that is dressing them and blessing them. And their whole life was about that connection. As much as you learn to be dressed and blessed by this reality, as much as you begin to make your faith to be real. Islam is not dried fruits and it's not a fake wax fruit. You should be feeling the Islam, and the ocean of Iman is immense power. Means from every direction when they're breathing energy. From every direction Allah is sending into the heart, everything is alive and everything has a zikr, everything has a fragrance. This maqam al-Iman is an immense opening from Allah. It's not plastic fruit. There's so much that has to be opened, but it opens only through the door of tafakkur. It's the door of the soul. When Allah says, enter the house through the proper door, it's the door of the soul for malakut. You have to connect with your soul that I'm nothing, that my shaykh is in front of me. I'm nothing and my shaykh's faiz is beginning to dress me. This becomes an encrypted channel through spiritual connections, and that's what's important. Is that you're not going to take your faith from television and you're not going to take your coordinates from television. That you're going to see through the darkness of this material world through the eye of your heart and through the eyes of faith. As soon as you begin to meditate and contemplate, these lights and these energies can begin to dress the heart, bless the heart and send lights and coordinates to the heart, so that in the midst of darkness you're in an ocean of light and you don't feel the darkness and the sadness. You feel yourself to be guided, and that's what Allah is talking about. Those whom are guided are truly guided. Those who have been granted a light have been granted a light, and none can receive the light except that is granted by that light. We pray that Allah dress us and bless us from the realities of tafakkur and muraqabah. Inshallah, do we have any questions from that subject tonight?
Yeah.
And then we'll start the khatam inshallah.
Sayyidi, how do I know that I'm progressing in my meditation?
Did you ask that last week?
Someone from the group.
You Inshallah, how to know you're progressing in your meditation? When your meditation gets stronger, your character gets better and your meditation gets stronger. Because as soon as you want to make tafakkur, then awliyaullah will begin to pray that, Ya Rabbi, that they want to be tested. They want to reach towards your heavenly stations and they want to be tested. If you look at the lives of the shaykhs, they have been extremely tested with every type of possible difficulty, and only through the endurance and good character they can reach towards Allah's satisfaction. When Allah's happy with you, He opens hearing. When Allah's happy with you, He opens seeing. When Allah's happy with you, He opens everything that Allah wants to open. So the servant would know, inshaAllah.
Next question. Sayyidi, what is grounding and how do we ground in meditation?
The grounding, inshaAllah, that you're asking to bring in a positive light. At the same time that every time you breathe and you're bringing in this energy, there has to be a purging and grounding of negative energy. Means with every breath that's coming in, you have to ground the negative energy to go out. So like a three-prong system that Prophet brought. Not the two prongs, it's the third prong is the grounding. So that when we're sitting, the asa was the grounding. When you're standing, the asa is the grounding for the shaykh. As he walks on the earth, whatever energies are coming between his interaction and the electromagnetic force of the earth, the asa and the sunnah of the cane was the grounding. That the shaykh knows how to push his negative energy back out, and whatever positive energies are coming, then they bring in that positive energy. For those who are meditating, that you're asking to breathe in a positive light, but then the negative lights and negative energies have to come out. So they always put one hand down and begin their meditation, and they can shift between the hands, that they're meditating and then one hand down on the ground as they're breathing, so that to ground the negative energy out of their body and out of their being. One other way was the sujood, and that's why Allah had prescribed one of the realities of the sujood was an immense grounding. That after you make all your prayer, bring your energy, as soon as you go into sujood, the body is grounding from the forehead every negative energy back into the earth. And that's why they feel an immense closeness to Divine Presence in their sujood. And that's why anytime you want to talk to the Divine, you'll feel inspired to prostrate your head to the ground. One, because it purges all negativity, and two, from the reality of the closeness with your Creator in the position of sujood. Because you're bringing your donkey to be down and your soul is riding. When you show Allah that I can ride this body, my soul can ride this body, look, the donkey is down. There are some people who will never put their body into sujood because the donkey is riding on top of them. But those whom Allah granted this ni'mat, they show Allah that my donkey is under tarbiyah and its head is down. When its head is down, they feel their closeness to Allah because Allah is happy with them, that they controlled, and their soul has a majesty, not the body. InshaAllah.
How do we know that we are really connected to our shaykh and then to Prophet and then to Allah? Plus, what are we going to feel in meditation?
We said that how do you know if Allah loves you is to know your own love. And how do you know that Prophet loves you, and how do you know that the shaykh loves you is that how much do you love? It's not a one way, it's a two way. So that I love Ya Rabbi, I love you with all my heart, but I have absolutely no action that would quantify that. So that's an empty love, that's just something somebody would say through their mouth. We meet many people like that, "Oh, don't worry about me, I'm good with God, I love God," but they don't do anything for it. So love is something real. It's when I'm immensely in love with Allah, immensely in love with Sayyidina Muhammad that my life and everything about it is to show that love. I want Allah to know how much I love Allah, how much I love Sayyidina Muhammad. If you feel that and think that, then awliya come and teach you that you must understand they feel that about you. If you are of that nature in which your love is sincere and your actions match your love, you're doing the most you can to show that love, you have truly gotten their attention. And then know that Prophet loves you like that, and you are reaching towards ahbab. Because you put your life and your love where your mouth is. It's not something you just say, but it's something you say and you do with your actions. And the actions are important, and that's why they come to teach. Then do khidmat. Khidmat, they taught us all in our homes, khidmat brings a rahmah. Why? Because it shows your love. Can you love something? We said you can give without love. All your life you can give to all the different things you want in your life, but can you love without giving? It's impossible. This love that Allah is talking about, no, قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. For verily my prayers, my life, my family, my rizq, everything for Allah. So then they come and teach, no, if you really love, you give everything for that love. Why? Because you know it's going to begin to open and it's going to blossom, and you struggle for that love and you do for that love. Then you must know that Allah loves you like that, Prophet loves you like that, and no doubt awliyaullah love you because you're of service, you're doing things in that way to accomplish that mission of love and that spreading of love. We're now in oceans of ignorance everywhere. Can you imagine the one who's going to complain about zulumat and all this oppression coming onto the earth but didn't lift a finger, didn't put a dollar, didn't do nothing to stop the oppression, and then you're surprised that you're in the middle of a fire burning? No. Well, you made it, you live with it. But those whom they gave their whole life to spread the light and spread the love, why Allah want to put them into oppression? Allah say, you live the life in which you spread the light and spread the love. I'll keep you in a pocket of love, even if the whole world is burning, you won't be burning. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon. Salaamun al mursaleen, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa basiri Surat al Fatiha. We get to the rest of the questions some other day inshaAllah. Thank you very much. InshaAllah niyat khatm khawjikan.
So how can we thank you for being a generous, kind, magnificent guide?
Be of service. So let's lower this one. Here we go. There's enough light. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نوت الأربعين، نوت الاعتكاف، نوت الخلوة، السلوك والصيام في هذا المجلس يا رب العرش العظيم بنيات ختم خوجقان. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
أستغفر الله 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 الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم من كل ذنب ومعصية ومن كل ما يخالف دين الإسلام ومن كل ما يخالف الشريعة ومن كل ما يخالف الطريقة ومن كل ما يخالف المعرفة ومن كل ما يخالف الحقيقة ومن كل ما يخالف العظيم يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله. اللهم يا مسبب الأسباب يا مفتح الأبواب يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار يا دليل المتحيرين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حي يا قيوم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام وفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد.
Rabbit al-Sharif asking to see ourselves in the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. بمددكم من نزلكم سيدي يا رسول الكريم يا حبيب العظيم.
فاتحة الشريف بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صلوات الشريف اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 انشرح الشريف بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك وإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك وإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك وإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك وإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإنما العسر يسرا إنما العسر يسرا وإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب الله أكبر إخلاص الشريف بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر فاتحة الشريف بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين صلوات الشريف اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم
صل يا ربي وسلم جميع أنبيائه ومرسلين وكل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى الشيخ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى وصحبه الكرام ولمشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية خاصة رحم طريق غوث خليك شان نشكر محمد وعيسى البخاري ستنا أولياء الشيخ عبد الفيز الداغستاني ستنا أولياء الشيخ محمد نازم حقاني مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني الشيخ عدنان كباني الشيخ محمد عادل عبد الخالق الخوجدواني ساب زمان سيدنا محمد المهدي عليه السلام وروح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام وسيف الله سيدنا عليه السلام ثم سيدنا أبو بكر الصديق سيدنا عمر سيدنا عثمان إمام الحسن السلام إمام الحسين السلام سيدنا فاطمة عليه السلام وسائر وساداتنا والصديقين. الفاتحة. آمين يا رب العالمين.
ولمنه لا إله إلا الله 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 لا
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب ولا يا الله 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 يسير لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم 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 بسم الله يا صمد صل على محمد يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد يا أحد يا صمد صل على محمد يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله يا سيد يا صاحب يا صديق يا رسول يا الله حسبنا الله ربنا 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 الله يا غالبا غير مغلوب 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 يا شاهدا غير مغيب يا شاهدا غير مغيب يا شاهدا غير مغيب يا قاربا غير بعيد يا قاربا غير بعيد يا قاربا غير بعيد يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب يا غالبا غير مغلوب
حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم إلى الشيخ النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام ولمشايخنا في طريقة النقشبندية العالية خاصة الروح ممتلكة غوث خليك شان نشمة محمد ويسا البخاري سلطان أولياء الشيخ عبد الفايز الداغستاني سلطان أولياء الشيخ محمد نازم حقاني مولانا الشيخ هشام كباني الشيخ عدنان كباني الشيخ محمد عادل معبد خالق الخشدواني صاحب زمان سيد محمد المهدي عليه السلام وروح الله سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام سيف الله سيدنا عليه السلام ثم سيدنا أبو بكر الصديق سيدنا عمر سيدنا عثمان إمام الحسن عليه السلام إمام الحسين عليه السلام سيدنا فاطمة عليه السلام ببركة ولادات سيدنا زينب عليه السلام وولادات سيدنا زين العابدين عليه السلام وسائر ساداتنا وصديقنا الفاتحة. That concludes our evening. Thank you very much for joining. See everybody tomorrow night.
Are you ever searching for what zikr to recite for a particular situation or which prayer to make for an event or need? The search is over. We bring to you through the Muhammadan Way app an all-encompassing Islamic guide. A platform where you can find all the surahs from Holy Quran, special du'as and prayers, as well as live zikrs and comprehensive Islamic teachings from world-renowned scholars. Download this powerful app now and keep up to date with in-app notifications. Available for download on iOS and Android.